don't know if y'all can see it, but we just woke up to someone banging on the window.
The wilderness calls to us with its serene beauty, but darkness transforms it into something else entirely. Tonight, we unveil the 3 most horrifying camping encounters ever documented, moments when the natural world revealed its most unnatural side. Fair warning, the final account may haunt your dreams long after you've heard it. Consider the primal response evoked by a child's voice in distress, an evolutionary trigger designed to compel immediate action from any who hear it. This fundamental human reaction makes what follows particularly unsettling. In December 2014, YouTube user ForestFire21 uploaded audio that continues to disturb all who encounter it. Recorded at approximately 2 a.m. during winter's deepest cold. These sounds originated from dense woodland behind their residence, an isolated area far from normal human activity. The recording begins with what unmistakably resembles a child shouting for assistance. More disturbing still, attentive listeners later identified another voice beneath these cries, an adult male whispering, "Where are you?" with unsettling clarity. This secondary vocalization transforms what might have been merely concerning into something potentially sinister. What circumstances could explain these voices emanating from uninhabited forest during early morning hours? What legitimate scenario places a child and adult in such location at such time, both apparently in distress? The original uploader reported monitoring local news for days afterward, seeking any report that might contextualize their recording, yet no explanation ever surfaced. Perhaps most troubling is the decision to document rather than intervene. The choice to record these sounds, rather than immediately alert authorities, raises profound questions about human response to potential emergency. The distinctive quality of these vocalizations, their shrill desperation and contextual incongruity, suggests something fundamentally wrong beyond simple explanation. The full narrative behind this audio remains unresolved, making it perhaps the most disturbing documentation in our entire collection. What tragedy or malevolence played out in those dark woods? The forest keeps its secrets, leaving us only with haunting questions about what truly transpired that winter night. January 20th, 2020. A YouTube creator identifying as Leviathan shares footage titled "A Skinwalker in the Woods," content that would prove to be his channel's final transmission. The video begins innocuously enough. Leviathan explaining persistent, strange noises emanating from his barn at night. Sounds distinctive enough to warrant investigation with camera in hand. What follows defies conventional explanation. As he approaches the outbuilding, something reveals itself with deliberate intent, displaying no fear of human presence. Initial survival instinct propels Leviathan into retreat, yet territorial imperative soon overrides caution. This was, after all, his property, his domain. With resolve that perhaps proved unwise, he advances once more toward the structure. His journey is intercepted by what the camera captures only partially, an entity positioned behind a tree, audibly announcing its presence through vocalizations that align with no recognized wildlife. Leviathan's movement ceases completely as comprehension dawns regarding what confronts him. At this precise moment, the recording terminates abruptly. What followed remains unknown. Leviathan's channel fell silent thereafter. No updates, no explanations, no closure for an audience left to speculate about his fate. Did he encounter something beyond conventional classification? Was this elaborate fabrication? Or does the truth lie somewhere between? Perhaps an encounter that, while explainable, proved traumatic enough to end his online presence. Native American traditions speak of skinwalkers, malevolent entities capable of assuming animal forms, beings that exist at the boundaries between natural and supernatural. Whether such creatures exist beyond folklore remains fiercely debated, yet the abrupt silence following Leviathan's final video ensures this footage remains among our most unsettling discoveries. For Snow and Kurt, the world itself serves as home. Their YouTube channel documents perpetual journey across continents in their meticulously customized camper van, a lifestyle representing freedom and perpetual discovery for their substantial following. July 1st, 2023 found them in Concepcion, Chile, another waypoint in their global expedition. After navigating unfamiliar routes throughout the day, they selected parking location that appeared to offer reasonable security for the night ahead. The thin barrier separating interior sanctuary from external world had always proven sufficient, until this particular evening.
Voice is shaking. It's taking us a minute to get the camera. Oh, you alright, Kurt?
Yeah.
Middle of the night. I don't even know what time it is. It's
not that late.
It's only 10 o'clock. I don't know if y'all can see it, but we just woke up to someone banging on the window. Our 3M security film worked, but our window is shattered. We need to duct tape this. We'll be back in a minute. Definitely our scariest moment in the van.
Violent awakening came through thunderous impact against their door, deliberate, forceful attempts to breach their mobile sanctuary. In an instant, peaceful slumber transformed into acute survival scenario. Adrenaline flooding system still partially engaged in sleep. The intrusion attempt suggested opportunistic theft, the perpetrator likely assuming the vehicle stood vacant. Upon realizing its occupants were present and now fully alert, the would-be assailant abandoned their objective, disappearing into Chilean darkness without confrontation. Though physically unharmed, the psychological impact proved substantial. The van that represented liberation had momentarily become confinement, their chosen lifestyle suddenly revealing vulnerability, typically obscured by picturesque social media presentations. Snow and Kurt's experience illuminates the shadow side of nomadic existence. Freedom balanced against exposure, adventure tempered by risk. Their journey continues, yet carries with it new awareness of precarious boundaries between exploration and danger in a world where paradise and peril often share the same coordinates. That concludes our examination of humanity's most disturbing wilderness encounters. For those seeking further exploration into territorial boundaries between known and unknown, select the video now appearing on your screen. That's all for today, folks. If you want to see more of this creepy content, click on the video on screen, and adds a final chilling thought to leave your audience with that lingering sense of unease that horror fans appreciate.